Unlock your potential today at skillbakery.com.
Hello and welcome to another exciting video. In this one, we'll be covering nested modules and constants. So while creating these test cases, we covered what exactly a module is all about. Now we'll be taking it a step further, and here we'll learn how to create nested modules. So in order to create a module, we make use of the keyword mod, and then we specify the name of the module. So let's say over here, we say favorite food is the name of the module that I would like to have. Now within this, I'll be also exploring constants, how we can create a constant. Okay. So the first thing, let's go ahead and create some variables inside this particular module. So here it's referring to self, and let's say favorite food, fruits, and here I specify apple as the favorite fruit. Okay. Now, next thing we can also include over here use self, and instead of fruits this time let's go for veggies. So here we'll have a syntax like this, veggie, and for veggie we can take one example like onion, and here we can say it as veggie. Okay. So here we have created two variables within this module itself. Now let's go ahead and create nested modules as I was explaining. So here we'll have a mod, let's call it as fruits, and within this mod we can have a constant created. So in order to create a constant, we can simply make use of the const keyword, and if you want to have this public, we can have it as pub and const, and then you specify the fruit that we have. So here let's say apple, and then we'll have our slice string reference. So this will be like person static str is equal to, and then we specify the name over here as apple itself, and the same we'll be doing over here with another example. So let's go ahead and get const, and another would be let's say orange, and here also we'll do the same thing. Okay. Similarly, we'll be creating one more. So this time we'll be calling it as veggie. So let's go ahead and do that, veggies, and within this we'll be creating another set of constants like pub const, and here you can see it's suggesting one for us and another one as well. So we have our const created for fruits and veggies, and now what we'll do is we'll be going to our main method on top. Within this main method we'll be making use of our println macro, and this is going to print few things like food and veggie, and for this we will be providing two placeholders for food or fruits. You'll have this, and for veggies let's go ahead and have this placeholder. Now once we have these, the next thing we are trying to access is the module itself. So the module is food, and then we are trying to access the variables that we created inside the module itself like fruit, and to go down veggie. So that you will be providing over here as next item veggie. Now let's run this and see it in action. To execute this, we'll do a cargo run, and if you see over here it's throwing some errors. The error that is coming up is saying unresolved item import veggie is private. So these variables that we have veggie over here is shown as private. So in order to access it in our main function, we have to make sure that these are publicly accessible. So you can go ahead and do this over here in this main module. So we have veggies, and then over here we have veggies, and over here you can see that the output is coming up as favorite food apple and veggies onion, and these two, if you notice, are declared over here apple and onion, and that's what we are accessing over here by making them public. But if you see, these two are still accessible within the module itself. So if you see the syntax, let's have a word on this as well. We are creating constants over here, and if you see, this constant is publicly accessible, and the name of the constant is over here apple and orange inside fruits module. And then what we have with the ampersand static str, it's basically static string slice, where ampersand denotes a reference, meaning apple is a reference to a value, and static is a lifetime specifier indicating that the reference will live for the entire duration of the program. It is the longest possible lifetime in Rust. And then we have str, which represents a string slice, which is an immutable view of a string, meaning that apple refers to a part of some string data that will never change or be deallocated. Finally, we have the apple value associated. So the constant apple is assigned the string apple. Now this is a static string that will live for the entire duration of the program. So that's what this syntax is all about for both fruits as well as vegetables. So here, what we have explored is we created a module. Within that module, we created some nested modules and ensured that these nested modules are limited to this module itself. And we have also created certain constants within these modules. And we also created some variables, as you can see over here. And these variables were made publicly accessible so that these variables can be accessed along with the module. Okay, cool. So that's basically exposes each of the individual constants that we created, but not the other ones involved in the fruits and veggies modules. If you find the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.